every single time. Meepo has ways to play around this, but if it does get to the super chaotic late games, I just think Earthshaker just wins 90% of the games.
Sure, it's just with so much done, so much damage that it can be quite obnoxious.
But I will say, Heroic has so much comfort, right? Like, I actually look at these heroes, and I know Schofield for so long. Clockwork is like one of his favorite heroes. He gets to play it. He's super obnoxious on this hero. He's playing versus Earthshaker and Bane. Traditionally, two heroes that Clockwork is very good against, just to be able to disrupt the animations, trade very good, interrupt spells. And yeah, across the board too. Analog, very comfortable on this. There's so many signature heroes. We're in for a treat.
Well, smoke on smoke here to start things off.
I'm glad me and you get a bit of a different thing too. I think we started to get a lot of similarity of heroes in a lot of our games. Now we get a Pudge and a Meepo, so.
I mean, especially after we just kind of went through, what, 3 hours of like
3 hours
one series. Heroes. So nice to see it kind of freshen up a little bit coming into this series here between Heroic and Yakutou.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how it all goes down. So the Undying, I'm glad they mentioned this a bunch about Undying versus the Pudge. It's one of the more annoying things to play Pudge versus. The zombies block your hook, you're losing your strength. It can be very annoying unless you get very early advantage versus the Undying.
I'm gonna cut you off right there.
So let's see what we do get down here. And we did see a bit of a pivot, a change, of course, from the side of Heroic. Picking up this Meepo as the last pick as the carry is really kind of clever, right? They have the Nature's Prophet, the Lycan gets picked to counter it, and then they just make it a 5 position. Because we did see in that last game, talking about that last series, right? How much they were able to do with this Lycan. He had a free lane versus Nature's Prophet.
And what do you make about the choice from Yakutou to go with the carry DK as that last pick in response?
That one, I'm not sure. I think maybe... I don't know. I have an exact reasoning that I can actually look for why they did perhaps want it. But it's just maybe something that he really likes to play. I know he does like to play it quite a lot, so... Their lineup overall does look strong. You know, that is the thing. It's, yes, this is a Meepo pick that can take over games, but overall, Yakut's draft is very safe in terms of this current meta.
Let's see how they can come out of the lanes. I mean, mid-matchup, what do you make of that one with the Monkey King versus the Shaker?
Should be kind of even, but maybe Emo can do some funny stuff here. It does look like, especially in the first waves, he's having a really good time, but it'll get better for Analog very quickly.
Yeah, after sort of having a couple of points, the Jingu should be able to trade pretty nicely back with Emo and at least stay self-sustained in the lane.
Like first 2 levels, maybe you could see Emo pull away. I don't think like this much. This is actually pretty crazy by Emo right now, but once level 3 hits, Analog should have a very good time. Yeah, big deal, Emo.
And we're seeing pretty solid starts on all 3 lanes in this, just in these first few waves from Yakutou.
Meepo struggling a little bit to trade effectively versus the Bane plus the Lycan. And top, this should be free farm, right? Fly should not really be touched up here versus a Clockwork Pudge when he has an Undying next to him. So that's probably the other thing too why he wanted it. Besides just liking the hero, he's probably like, I am going to be completely free in this game.
See over in the river.
That's an early move.
Trying to make this play for Emo. So he can get out of this. They've got the Boundless down upon him into the Sprout. They've got him caught. Sets up there for Analog to find first blood.
Power of the 5 NP. Sometimes just don't expect that, and I don't think he did.
Nice little snipe as well. Top there for Schofield. Gets behind the tower. Takes out Fly's courier. Had his boots on.
I mean, Analog did, I don't say need that rotation, right? But it was something that was a pretty good timing for, because I was 11-6 on Emo already to only 4 last hits of the Monkey King. So good timing for that move to come in.
Top lane. Tombstone down.
That would be so surprising if they can go for Fly, but... Schofield will be able to protect the Lotus.
He's going to get chased down a little bit here by Ollie.
Turns and kills the zombie quickly. He's speedy. He's got the boots on the Clockwork.
And Ollie, no mana left to play with. Does have a blood grenade, but wouldn't have been enough to try and commit for the kills. So he's going to have to let Schofield run.
Never chase Schofield. The rule of the law. The law of the land. He's always just messing with you. Analog. He's trading with him.
It's a lot of damage indeed. The Shaker can still kick back out, despite the fact that the Monkey King does have this lifesteal.
Yeah. And now, I mean, Analog has to be pretty careful here at this next point. Unless he can build up Jingu stacks, the next combo might actually be able to bring him down. Baboka playing in the area to ensure that there's going to be at least one of the refills. Not letting that Nature's Prophet TP in. I say that. Okay, Jay.
Just coming in a bit too late as well with that.
Yeah.
Doesn't follow up.
Baboka tries to get in range of the sleep, but he cannot. Bottom looking to get a bit aggressive since he does get it left alone here on Beyond.
I mean, they've got the catch here. Trying with the body blocks as well. Sprout won't completely block off his escape, so Beyond will be fine.
Yumo will get a courier at the least. That Sprout kind of pushed Yumo.
But Schofield, he just got Fly's courier again. So again, the boots, and this time I believe the gloves of haste as well, or at least about strength, taken out. So Schofield being quite the nuisance here for the safe lane. DK, he's just not letting him get his items.
Just Schofield things. This tends to be how he plays. They shouldn't lose it again. Come on, you got to know he's got that ward back there now.
Getting your couriers now 2 times as the carry in the safe lane feels pretty bad.
Okay, pops the glyph to keep the wave alive. Emo. We'll lose out on a range creep because of that. But Analog is starting to get back to business. 19 and 11 to the 18 and 7 now, so he does have that advantage over Emo. Only just. Whisper goes for a hook up top.
It's a pretty nice hook. It's just level 1, so only the cogs. Yeah. Not a chance for the kill completely.
Something about Schofield just always cracks me up. He just throws the blood grenade from the side. It's like, if he had some levels, perhaps they can try to go for it there, but not the case right now. We'll hook the catapult. Whisper is doing, in terms of last hits, he's doing better than I thought this lane was going to be.
Yeah, they're coming out of this. If you consider sort of how the first kind of 2-3 minutes of this game are going, those little moves and plays from Heroic have now got all 3 cores pretty much in prime position out of these lanes.
I mean, like you said though, the 2 courier snipes, right? These things are pretty massive. If you're able to just have your items coming out while the other core is not,
I mean, he's got the courier's back up and he's got the full treads coming out. So this time, Fly should be a little more careful with the courier.
So Yuma's doing what I see most Meepos do lately, is you get very early involved.
We're going to try and start things onto Fly. Yuma coming in with the wraparound. It's going to miss the initial opening, but still. Fly taking a lot here. This one will connect. They're in on top with the rock. Hook as well onto Baboka. That's Fly dead. Baboka as well. Unlikely to run from this. So, indeed, the timings here from Heroic with these early moves looking pretty impressive.
Get Whisper the strength as well. He gets in range. Nice move. Their lineup is about creating chaos. Their lineup and their overall just team is about creating chaos with Schofield always. But yeah, this one, 6 minutes in, great rotation coming in. Fly comes back up.
No, not again!
I cannot.
Yeah, but his courier just got killed again, and now he might be in trouble.
That's his whole treads.
Yeah.
And his soul ring.
3 times. He couldn't get the boots out, he couldn't get the boots and the belt out, and now he can't get the full treads out.
He was in the base.
Dying.
But he was in the base.
Yeah, but his courier was like halfway between the lanes. So he got a bit greedy. He was like, okay, I'll keep the courier out and wait until I get out there. But it's gone again.
Analog.
Big boundless down on the 2 of them. But Baboka will be able to get away. Analog, he's got Wukong's command down. Still though, Beyond was able to get the pickup of the Shrine of Wisdom.
And they can't go for Emo. But chaos is happening, for sure. The courier somehow dead 3 times. All of his gold, literally over like 1,000 gold, like 1,600
I mean, that's pretty. He's pretty much playing with the lowest net worth of the game right now.
Yep.
Effectively, right?
He has
Fly on the carry.
Entire treads.
It's getting sniped.
Yep.
3 times.
Unreal. Schofield making magic happen. Schofield gets another courier. Not the DK courier, but another courier.
They've got the Fisher here, so this time they'll be able to punish Whisper.
Emo doesn't bother for Schofield. He knows better. 3-2, 2K lead. It was actually a 3K lead for a moment there that they were able to get. Some really cool early moves that we see coming out from Heroic, and even pressuring the bottom tower. I mean, Yuma is all over the place.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This time, I'm watching that courier.
I'm watching the courier.
It's back up.
Look at it where it's going.
The safest route. Unfortunately, there's nobody around. So this time it should be safe. Ema has to drop the echo. Ema had to drop the echo to try and run there.
Okay, he lives. Did you see what, like, everything that this courier has? Gloves of haste, treads, and the gauntlet. That has to be one of the more wealthy couriers pre-10 minutes.
And it's going to make it. There we go.
There we go.
Successful delivery. Few days late, but it gets there.
Sounds like my luggage.
Yep. Heroic. 3K lead. Yakutou, what's the plan?
They're still getting timings. The rotations have absolutely worked here for Heroic. These small, clever moves here from the Meepo. Emo is honestly suffering a lot now in this early game because he tried to make the move bottom. Sure, he ended up getting the Shrine of Wisdom, but hasn't gotten any kills really in terms of the core one. I got Whisper top, but yeah, didn't get the last hit. He's bottom of the course by a good chunk here.
His tower's gone, pretty much. I won't be putting any effort into holding this.
Hey, Whisper is way more farm than I honestly expected him to be. But yeah, sniping the couriers, getting a couple of these extra hooks and rotations. Heroic. Some very clever moves coming in here. And Analog, he's going to go the build that he likes to go. This is like Analog in a nutshell. He likes the corrosion always, and then he almost, I feel like most of the time, just goes for this Deso. He likes having that hard damage.
Yeah, I like it. Helps for taking the objectives, and of course you've got some decent right click as well coming out from your carry Meepo, so if you're able to get that minus armor down on the target, Meepo will shred them.
Good to clear versus Lycan in his summon, right? If you run in, can absolutely just get shredded versus that too, so if he does get it early. But I do like the point about the buildings. I think that's actually really important.
On the mid. Schofield. He's got the catch onto Emo. It's a dead Shaker.
This is the Schofield specialty. He sees a Bane, he sees an Earthshaker. He's going to follow them around with these Clockworks.
I mean, that's probably kind of the dream two heroes to play Clock against, right? Is there any other hero that you'd imagine the Clock players would say, I'd like to play against more? Shaker and Bane have to be up there, right?
It used to be Jakiro and Brewmaster after, but they changed them. Jakiro spellcast is faster, and Brewmaster now can use the Void Stance to use it to get his ulti off. So those are literally the 4 ones that were the nightmare to play against if you saw Clockwork. Push, commencing bottom. Beyond does have the Dominator finished up. Whisper is here, though.
Was a nice hook. Get the ults off. They've got enough control. Continue with the nets to try and break him out with the Nightmare. It's enough to maybe get the potential to turn up. But King Jungles comes in with the TP, Sprout onto Baboka. They take out the Tombstone. And now they have to run Yakutou, but they're not going to get the chance. Schofield gets the cogs down onto the two of them. Both supports. Caught and killed.
Heroic is playing this early game beautifully. Love the way that they're just looking for every single one of the fights. They know their strength. They have no fear of the Tombstone, honestly. It was doing nothing. Like, in some of these games, Tombstone can be very devastating. They just turn and kill it in a second when Meepo wants to.
And it does feel like the snowball potential of Heroic's lineup's pretty strong, right?
It's massive.
If they start taking over the map and running around, continuing to cause the chaos that they love to do so, it's going to be pretty hard to slow them down.
No, for sure. Especially with like Nature's Prophet who can show up anywhere early on. He's going for Vessel, which is super good this game versus the DK, versus the Earthshaker. And I like what you pointed out earlier. The Deso is not just going to be good in terms for fighting, but for pushing the envelope early on.
Whisper. Always going to try.
All 3 tier 1s claimed this early versus the Lycan DK draft. That's pretty impressive,
they yet to get one themselves.
It's actually pretty cool. They've been able to do that, put so much pressure in these first 12 minutes that...
Yes, just super fast timings on the Meepo. Defusal now online for Yuma on top of the Dragon Lance 12 minutes in. So great stats and great offensive potential here.
I can't believe how fast he got the Defusal finished up. I feel like he just got the Lance out. Whisper. Body blocks. Schofield?
Gonna get the setup. I'll drop the Tombstone. They'll kill Whisper off with this. Schofield should be fine, and the rest of them will get away.
4-man rotation and a Tombstone. Space for Yuma. Yeah, this Meepo pick is just, it is looking so good in this early game. Of course, for the later stages, perhaps there might be some type of answers, but really liking the answer versus the Lycan as well, too, right? Just seeing the continuous roots, the Earthbinds coming out, it's really annoying.
A long set of sort of lockdown. I mean, as we saw in that last fight, they kind of have the Nightmare just maybe allow him to get out of one, disrupt sort of the second one coming in, but...
There's 3 roots, like 3 of them,
There's so many coming out
already.
But they're definitely going to have some sort of duration to be able to control them.
I like how Schofield is also just still level 5, but I feel like he's having the highest impact out of almost any of the Clockworks I've seen in this tournament in the first 13 minutes. He's making so much happen. He's got a point booster. He doesn't have his ulti yet, and he's already thinking about the long term. This is his specialty, though. Smoke toward top. Emo still doesn't have Blink. This is one of the slower ones.
Radiant are scanning.
Looks like they won't get the connection on the gank either. The Wolves didn't scout them out.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe here, Whisper.
The Fisher. And the Nightmare as well into the grip. Scofiel's going to try and head over to help out, but the Echo slams in onto the two of them. They'll be able to burn Whisper down pretty low. Whisper actually still gets the dismember off. He finally falls, but not before he's able to help them take down Ollie. Bound the stroke from Analog down on a Fly. Emo will block them off with the Fisher.
Fly.
Chase is going to continue. Primal spring in from Analog, catches onto Baboka, and now they can turn us around. Fly with the Meepos coming in from Yuma. That's the carry dead. Fly falls.
Analog is still here too. He has the Jingu stacks. Beyond joins in. Looks like they'll just avoid him. They do get 3 kills, but it's a 3-for-3 trade.
And it is their carry dying.
Yeah,
and of course, Heroics,
Meepo.
Yuma surviving.
Meepo is smiling. This hero is actually very good at killing Dominator too.
Yeah, you can lock it down. You
just
can have
hold
the
it down
damage
and
with a
kill
couple
it
of the
super
Meepos.
fast. Yeah. He stonks on the Meepo. We've been talking about Meepo so much in the green room, so that's why Stormstormer was so excited, of course, when it did get picked up, because we've really been like, there's not that many people that are going to pick it. If anyone is, it's going to be Yuma.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, there's a few Meepo players here, right?
There is. I think there's 3 or 4 at least.
That we know. Maybe there's
Maybe
there's some secret Meepo players that have been practicing
True.
it. I'm ready to sort of bring it out.
But Grandmaster, I think Yuma might... Actually, I don't know if he's the only one. Either way, whatever. Looking very good so far in this early game. And yeah, this has to be one of the slower Blink Daggers I see coming out for the Earthshaker Emo. He's not going to have that one. I mean, he's going to have it finished now, but 15 minutes? I think we saw a pre-10-minute Blink from Maureen earlier. Very slowed down. Yeah, 4 minutes slower than the average. So.
See with these kills that Whisper's getting involved in, he is very close.
He has it done.
To having the Ags, yeah. That's going to be a fast timing from him.
And he's playing versus the DK too. It's very valuable. That's crazy how fast he's gotten it, actually. That top lane went so much better than I could have anticipated.
Tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Overlord is finished. Getting this push going on the mid tower. But it's immediately answered. 7k lead, Heroic. Just feel that much more ready for the fights in particular.
Yeah, just big timings here. With both this Deso, Monkey King, Aghanims, Pudge.
Vessel even on the Nature's Prophet. Almost a shard on the Nature's Prophet too. They have a lot of farm, Owen.
I mean, these Echo Slams from Emo have to be pretty crazy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Wolf is there to scout, but there's a Sentry Ward. So Heroic very on top of things at the moment. KJ even looks scouting with the Courier, so he's like, yeah, they're smoked over here. So a great read from the Nature's Prophet. But the tower will fall, so they do get themselves that objective.
Yuma just continuing to get all the space that he could hope for.
He's almost got the Aghanims. Damage is going to be a problem. Damage will absolutely be a problem when he's got this Ags. I actually don't know how they're going to be able to take him out.
It's tough. As I said, it's got to be a perfect Echo, and even with that, it's not going to be easy. If they don't have that, I don't know how they beat this Meepo in a head-to-head team fight.
No, and it's not just him, right? These other 2 cores are incredibly farmed at this point too, so they're very problematic. Mjolnir is finished up. Fly does have that damage item, but he's very vulnerable in the fight still. If they can get on top of him, they do have so much damage. The wraparound coming in, Whisper.
He's looking for the angle.
Oh.
Baboka, it's got the sleep, but Schofield's in. No escape for the Bane.
More strength. Halfway to Aghanims now for Schofield. And yeah, here comes that delivery. And it comes around with an amp damage. You can maybe leave that one for Analog if you'd like to. Are they going to potentially go for Roche with this? I think they will. Yeah, with the Deso, with amp damage, with Meepo.
I mean, they know that Yakutou's probably not going to be challenging this.
Nope. It's just unexpected, too, to do it this early. Usually pre-20 minutes. Not too often you do see it anymore. They can't do anything about it. Snowball is absolutely getting there for Heroic.
And with the Ags on Meepo and the Aegis and close to the Shard,
they can take over map.
They could kind of just barrel down the lane.
Yeah. I mean, they could at least take the tier 2s and look to maybe contest Wisdom in particular, because now their power spike is tremendous. Maybe wait for Shard, because the Shard is also pretty huge, but... Yeah, looks like they're making the shift down bottom. I think that is going to be the call, because if they can control this whole bottom right side... Or do they want to set up for Tormentor? It's one of the two. Maybe they can do the Tormentor first and then go for the setup on that far right side if they'd like to.
Oh, the smoke up. See if they do catch anyone out alone.
They do have vision right now. That ward all the way north did see Baboka again.
Now Whisper has that blink up again in 5 seconds.
Oh, they're walking toward... Looking looks like swinging toward mid lane, perhaps.
I mean, yeah, they want to get one of these bigger targets.
They just want to fight, pretty much.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Emo.
attack. Scanning.
Scan does connect. He wants the rune.
Oh, he's out. Whisper, can he find a hook? Not going to get the chance.
Very aggressive plays, though, coming in. See Heroic just really wanting to find anybody here. Beyond, in the meantime, does get a decent amount of damage onto the mid tower, but... Okay, doesn't pick up the dominator. Ooh.
Nice catch in the trees.
It's a rough game to play the Undying. At least he comes back to life immediately. Fly.
Be another one here for Heroic. They get the jump here into the Dismember. Sleep does come out to put a stop to it. Send the summons in onto King Jungles, but Yuma's able to quickly dispose of those. And Fly lucky to live.
Only just. Analog. Looking to try to go for more here. Looks like they will be able to take away that Shrine of Wisdom, so this is what they prioritized.
They're shutting down just any of the ways that Yakutou could try and get back in on this one.
Yeah, just ruining their resources, ruining their map. Fly still a long ways away from BKB, too, to be able to feel any pretty much safe to join into these fights versus Meepo. Schofield, that's 3 components now. So he's got Max Rocket, getting closer and closer toward that Aghanims. Beyond is going to be... He's actually going to go for it. Should be able to do so since he's got the OP creep. We'll be able to take that out. Base armor reduction, 50%.
Can they catch him in time?
Ooh. Very nice sneak, though. I mean, one of the better plays I think we've seen from Yakutou this game so far. At least just being able to go for that sneak play from Beyond.
And Yuma wants to get the creep. We'll get it. Plus 250.
Catch. Boca.
Get him in the Sprout. Emo has managed to get on top of King Jungles. He'll drop the Echo. Really wants this Nature's Prophet dead. They'll get it. As the Tombstone dropped as well for this fight, and they're not going to get anything more.
No Echo now for 110 seconds. You used it on the 5 position, but you got to kill it at least. That does mean for these next few moments, Heroic might feel pretty free to pressure these tier 2s, and that's exactly the case. Yuma instantly starts hitting the tier 2 top. He's just tanking it. He's going right through it. He knows that Echo Slam was used, so there's no threat versus him. He also still has Aegis, of course, too, but...
And he just heals up with the shard.
Yep. He's going to take the entire tier 2 by himself.
Yakutou just not in any sort of shape to fight.
Nope.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Top tower is falling.
It's Heroic. Continues to maintain control of pretty much the majority of the map. Look for further tier 2s. Whisper's going to go for the Crimson Guard next after the Aghanims blink.
Still no Deso stacks for
It's the
Analog,
hook.
but Whisper.
Is anyone going to try and help him? Probably not.
I thought Analog was going to jump up to at least get a Deso stack, right? To at least throw the Balness, but nah, Whisper just gets the kill. He's been sneaking. I think that's what I've been seeing, which is interesting actually from Analog, is he's just not showing himself on the map. He's always in mischief form. He's always just running and looking for plays.
Can they get an angle to stop this? They can't. Whisper not quite able to get in range.
Such insane map pressure, right? Anyone shows, they get gone on from the side of Heroic so far here. Fly-Fi is he's getting some good space to farm. He's got his BKB finished, but it's just the other two, again, falling further and further behind. They're gonna smoke, so with this BKB, Echo Slam back up in 5 seconds also. Let's see what they get.
I mean, it is a lot, so if they manage to sort of jump the Monkey King or the Meepo or the Pudge whilst they're alone, as long as they've got the Elder Dragon form with this Mjolnir, they should have a chance of killing them if they catch them solo.
You have to 100 to 0 the Meepo, though. If he gets the dig off, things are gonna, or the Mega Meepo, things could be pretty disastrous pretty quickly. Schofield, he'll be the one to catch it.
Yeah, they'll take that on the side of Heroic. They don't mind losing a support.
Never mind losing Schofield.
Yeah, Yakutou, I needed something more than that.
Schofield spent his gold there before he died, too. He actually has the Aghanims finished at 24 minutes in. That's pretty crazy that he's been able to get that this early.
Yakutou. See how much they want to do down here if they want to try and pressure the tier 2.
Looks like they're just going to finish off Beyond's BKB first. Probably wanted to get a bigger type of kill. That is a very loud taunt. Baboka shows himself in mid. That is dangerous.
Yuma. Just be a bit careful. Their TPs are coming in. They got the Fiend's grip on towards him.
Yuma? No backup.
They've got him.
He just gets full gripped.
Well, Sea King Jungle's able to get Baboka in return, but it's also going to cost him his life.
Oh my god. But Baboka with the bait. I thought Yuma would be able to play out of it, but not the case. He has no one near him. 50 seconds, he's gone. And they chase for another. I mean, Whisper. They do see him.
He's got Analog heading over to join with him. Now going to continue this chase.
Okay.
Analog's closing in.
Looks like they're deciding if they want to go or not anymore, but it looks like not. BKB finished up for Analog. That was a pretty huge kill. Taking out Yuma, he's level 18, so they get a fair bit of XP when they do bring him down as well.
I probably won't be going for those sort of support kills under the tier 2 solo anytime soon. Analog. Boundless strike to lead in onto Beyond. Well, King Jungle's ready to shut down the escape from the side. He has to put the BKB here, Beyond, but the hook into the Dismember comes into play. Still though, the grip there, buying a little bit of time for Beyond to run away from the Soul Appeal coming in as well. Beyond will live.
BKB's forced. Fly also used his.
Emo back in with a jump. The Cogs split the two of them. Analog, he'll lay down or think about laying down the Wukong's command. Fisher catches onto the two of them. Emo steps back forward and is able to slap down Schofield with the Enchant Totem.
Yuma coming in from the south side.
Analog's kind of dying within his own Wukong's command into the summons. The neutral creep, in fact, finishes him off. Whisper, here's the hook on towards Emo. Yuma should have a good chance of cleaning up this fight now, though.
It lasted way too long. Yuma. He literally runs all the way up and joins his team, and he gets the 2 big cleanup kills.
If they don't get the jump on this Meepo,
yeah,
the Meepo, still with the lead that he has a pretty easy time cleaning up the place.
And super, I mean, fortunate for Analog, of course, but very unlucky for Yakutou.
And another one.
The neutral creep gets Analog, and Beyond will also die. Oh, that ended it disastrously for Yakutou.
They have to find the jump. If they're not getting the jump themselves, these sort of team fights where heroes are coming in one by one feel like they're really going to favor the lineup of Yakutou when you consider the lead that Heroic's heroes have.
Look how long it takes, right? Meepo's still respawning. 5 seconds until he's up, and then he makes it all the way to join his team because of how long this all goes down. The BKBs were forced very defensively, right? You see Beyond has to use BKB and just run, and then Fly also has to BKB and just kind of run away rather than be able to stand his ground.
Now back in action. Another one for Heroic as Ollie's caught.
Pickoff after pickoff after pickoff. 20-11. Emo showing down bottom.
Try and come in with a sleep save.
The Rockets.
I mean, now Baboka and Fly are in potential trouble as well. Fly has to put the BKB to run. As Baboka will fall, the hook shots up. Schofield It's going to catch him. The BKB coming to an end. They've got the Wukong's command and the Boundless Strike down upon him as they move in up towards the tier 3 to take him out. That's Fly gone.
Heroic is playing this so well now.
So hard to take these skirmishes against them.
I just love how aggressive they are, right? They never have stopped really making moves. Yes, it punished Yuma a little bit in the mid lane that one time, but an instant move down toward bottom. Relentless aggression paying off, and yeah, I like their itemization. Honestly, the Vessel super early on KJ is the standard, but it's very good this game.
Emo's starting to really fall behind now.
He's had such a rough game. Hasn't been able to find a big connection echo onto almost any chorus, really. And the plan overall too, right? The Undying plan didn't work out either, right? The Undying to counter the Pudge in the lane just wasn't the case either too, so...
Yeah, Whisper still had a pretty good time up there.
Yeah, Heroic have just done phenomenal. 16,000 lead pre-30 minutes. Roche is back up. Now it's getting to the point where does Yakutou have damage? They're going to start running into some big-time damage issues. Even if they can catch an initial go.
Alright. I can back off and go for that next Roche.
Yep.
Yakutou almost certainly going to have to try and contest it.
Oh, that's going to be a really tough fight. King Jungles, KJ has a full Aghanims actually finished up too, so that Wrath of Nature, it's going to be very annoying. 3-second extra disable on top of everything too, and they only have, I mean, they have 2 BKBs, but the other heroes are going to be totally stuck. Hey, Roche shifting.
Yakutou have to come out
of
this one on top. If they don't, could be close to game over with how much of a lead Heroic will have.
They saw the smoke though, right? They had the Wolves right on top of them. But that doesn't change anything.
Whisper, he's in. He's going to make the jump over towards Beyond. Beyond's able to get the BKB and the ult off. Yuma focuses the Tombstone. Takes it out immediately. Dragonform has been used. Whisper gets a good hook. It's straight in onto Baboka. That's the Bane out of the fight. And now Yuma's got the space to move in and jump forward here with the help of Analog. Committing in with the BKB. Closes in onto Fly. Fly has to put the BKB. The Wukong's command comes out. They've got to run, but the hook shot's in from Schofield. Catching onto Fly. They've just got to try and just scramble out of it, but they're not getting the chance, Yakutou, as Fly's caught. The Dismember's in onto Beyond. They just cannot fight against Heroic right now at all.
They're too comfortable with this lineup. Honestly, Whisper Pudge absolutely owning again like he did in the last time that I saw him play. Last time he didn't die, this one he's had a couple, but yeah, landing majority of the hooks. Baboka perhaps slightly out of position there too, stepping pretty far forward. Just
getting hooked.
Yeah. But good priority of how they take these fights, right? Tombstone, it gets dropped, instantly dies. Schofield is landing hook shots on BKB targets over and over again. This game is pretty out of control.
Heroic looking good in.
Yeah.
And in their very own style as well.
I think that's what they just have to do, right? I think this team just has to follow their styles. Don't try to copy the metas too much, because they look best when they're playing these styles. I mean, Schofield is playing a pub. Octarine Aghanims for the Clockwork is almost done. It is a ton of damage when you get this build. The constant rockets that you throw with the overclock it's pretty absurd, but not something you see every day.
We've seen in these fights already, right? Both teams are just having to use so much to just try and kill one of these supports.
Yep.
They're both pretty annoying. Now, King Jungle's on the Nature's Prophet and Schofield on the Clockwork.
They're not even really supports at this point, right?
Yeah,
they're the same net with
stepping
Emo.
up.
Yeah.
Heroic now with his 4 minutes of Aegis. Can very much look to go for more. Yakutou definitely feeling pretty desperate right now.
I think they're all just hugging each other. Look at this. 4 heroes following the DK.
Oh, Yuma's in. Getting aggressive here, trying to get rid of the creep at least.
But he's fine. Mega Meepo, dig to dodge the stun.
And now they can maybe look for some kills here. Holy, we'll get the force off to the side, but Whisper jumps forward. He's able to get the Dismembering onto Fly. Will be put to a stop by this Fiend script. That's just going to give the chance for Yuma to freely jump over to Baboka, help kill off the Bane.
Schofield looking for a target. Doesn't have any vision though, can't jump into the base. buyback from Ollie. Yuma's just way too threatening.
Has fallen.
They'll back up. They'll wait till they go to the high ground. They still do have Aegis though for 3 minutes, so might actually look if they can catch anybody and just go for it at any moment.
Mambo, mambo, Omachi, mambo.
Heroic. Ready for the angle here, top of Whisper.
Whisper
Finds something he's trying. Throwing out these hooks.
Here comes that push. Yuma is ready. Buildings die so fast.
There's the jump,
He's
Yuma.
in.
He's ready to go for it. He feels no fear right now. Diving up to the tier 4s. Hook from Whisper comes in. Will force out the BKB from beyond.
5,000 HP Meepo.
I mean, they can barely touch him.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
And he just walks away. Something about that with the zombies looks really funny. The zombies chasing the Mega Meepo. Full Bloodthorn.
Oh, they're ready to go back in again. Still 2 minutes of Aegis.
At a moment's notice, they could just jump in.
Smoke up here.
Mambo.
Whisper leading the way. He's ready to get in. Looks for the
Emo.
hook. He finds it. That's Emo gone.
And he used the Echo as
He
he's
did.
going down.
A moment of panic. There for the shaker.
Yeah, he's had a rough one. Beyond. We'll be able to TP away. Fly's ult is about to end, and they might just jump him anyway. Heroic ready to close this one out.
They certainly are. Whisper finds the hook on Ollie. Quick force gets Ollie back to safety. Pine's being thrown out though to hold the back, and Whisper's ready to move in with the BKB. Finds his target in with the dismember straight away. On towards Baboka. Baboka will be able to get the heal off of the brain sap, but the boundless strike comes in. He's out. We'll buy back, but no buyback available on either Ollie or Emo. As Heroic taking multiple sets of barracks here now, pushing in on both the mid and the bottom.
Surely they're gonna call this.
It's been a rough one here in this game one for Yakutou.
Maybe just discussing what all went wrong at this point. It's likely to just be those Megas. But man, how do you identify what went wrong? So
Whisper's
much did go wrong. Whisper?
Nightmare to put a stop to the dismember. But the space is there for the top set to be taken. The Mega Creeps to come out now. Here in favor of Heroic.
What a beautiful game from Heroic. Yuma looking to close it up, going for tier 4s. Back to the Mega Meepo.
And they really have made this one look pretty easy.
Yeah.
A rather one-sided game here to start this series.
And with their flair, that's what I love. With the Pudge Clockwork off lane. Absolutely owning it.
I mean, because what do you do after a game like this? Are you banning the Pudge? Are you banning the Meepo? Are you
The Meepo
changing your
definitely-
draft so these heroes can't be picked against you?
Well, step one, don't get your courier killed 4 times, so you lose treads plus gloves of haste in the laning phase. But besides that, yeah, you might have to think about Meepo and a few other things.
And Yuma's in. Ready to continue to pad up the stats here. As Whisper jumps in, gets the grab onto Baboka, making sure that this Bane ain't going to be saving anyone.
GG.
As they've finally had enough, they'll tap out. GG is called. Heroic. Absolutely crushing Yakutou in this game one.
One of the bigger shellackings that we've had, at least, that me and you got to cover. One of the faster games, too. Usually we're used to our 70-minuters, a 37-minute game that felt like it was over for the last 10 to 15 minutes. Dominant.
What was brought out last game from
Yeah.
Yakutou. Would you agree? Do you think there's a little bit of a better shot against this Meepo lineup this time around?
I would say quite a lot better, definitely. As long as they don't get smashed and just the chaos ensues, which could happen because that's the way Heroic plays. That being said, though, I like the points the panel was talking about, how this game, the chaos could be quite a bit less in terms that there's no Pudge that's going to be getting these hooks and these angles. There's no Nature's Prophet that TP's level 2 and kills your mid laner, right? So I feel like they should be off to a better start in terms of getting to their timings on the side of Yakutou Bros. I think me and you casted a game this year where it was Yuma playing Meepo versus Fly Meet Medusa. Do you remember? It was like a 20K
one of the
gold lead.
PGLs,
It was one of the
maybe?
one of the
last
PGL
year's?
ones.
Maybe.
Because I remember
Who won that game?
Yuma was stomping, then they almost threw the game, then I think they ended up winning. I can't remember exactly, but I was bringing it up because of is the Earthbind talent still there? It is, right? Earthbind grants True Strike on targets. It is. Okay, so the whole reason I wanted to bring that up is because of this, because Medusa, a lot of these Medusas play around the timing of the butterfly, so that can be a fantastic answer. So we'll see if we do get to that later stage, and depending on what itemization we get.
Let's have a look. See if Fly indeed is able to find the time this game to get to play and not get run over with the rest of the team as they kind of were in that game 1 by Heroic.
And let's see if they can handle, Schofield. He is a problem. He is a nuisance in this laning phase, snipes couriers, just does quite a bit. And right away off this laning start, he's doing some clever stuff. I've watched him now 3 games he's played as Clockwork. He blocks the wave, cogs it once, and then at the second cog, he pops it when the creeps aggro, and the creeps chase the cogs. So it actually makes it guaranteed that the creep wave is under the tower. Let's see if he does it again. This time he'll just pull it. But a lot harder to pull. Bane, the best hero in the game to answer versus those pulls. So it'll be a bit of a different lane, I would imagine, this time around bottom. Should be better for Fly.
And overall as well, does it sort of surprise you that they did leave the Meepo in the pool? Like, if you were Yakutou, would you have been taking that out? Or do you think they did kind of set themselves up with the draft that does sort of say, we really don't care about the Meepo this time?
Maybe they forgot about it.
They forgot about it.
Well, not forgot about it, but it's just like you're thinking that it's not as... I guess it's not as threatening. Fine. You know what? Fine. I don't know. It's definitely a hard one because I think this hero just slips through. Like, you're not going to really ban Meepo in this tournament, even versus Heroic. Maybe as a last ban, but in this position that it got picked up in, right?
Sure.
That's the tough one to predict. Mid lane, Analog having a very, very good time versus Emo as he did in the last game also. And I've heard, I was actually talking with Quinn and with Stormstormer, and they said that this matchup has gotten a lot better for the puck. So we were mentioning that yesterday as well too, that the curveball, of course, being as good as it is, has made it a bit better for the puck than it used to be.
Yeah, we'll see if Schofield is able to find some of those lane courier snipes again, or if Fly's going to be a bit more careful this time.
No way he's going to lose this courier again, right? Like that. There's no way. Definitely harder. He doesn't have the ward behind the tower this time around. He's playing versus Bane. He can't do the shenanigans this time as much.
On top lane. Definitely being able to put a bit more pressure onto Yuma's Meepo this time round.
Much better pressure.
Here with the core undying.
Feels like this fits for Baboka a little bit better too, rather than playing... they kind of had this 2-5 positions in a way. I feel like with playing with this Hoodwink does feel a lot better for Baboka in particular, because he's a very aggressive player, and Hoodwink fits that aggression.
Bottom lane, Fly, not really having much pressure put on him at all so far.
He's got his Bassi, he's got the stick, the wand charge. This is an excellent wand lane, right? He's playing versus Mars and Clockwork. They're spamming their spells. Difficult for them to put any early pressure. Do so overall in this game, absolutely. If she can get to that point, we know how much of a monster she can be. There are some things that can trip her up, right? Like we were mentioning with the ensnare later, if there is that butterfly. Also the arena, always going to be one thing that they do have to keep tabs for. Water runes, Ollie. Cute play there from Schofield, bonks him away. Now Schofield.
They're going to try and chase him down. Emo jumping forward. Should be able to get the job done. They want to try and let that first blood go to Emo.
Nice
They can
blocks.
do that. First blood here secured for the mid puck.
Nicely done there from Ollie. And he passes him his bottle. So this is quick thinking. Passes the bottle over to the Bane. The Bane's going to walk down, be able to fill it up for him. That's actually a really clever little move.
Top lane. Yuma. Able to take down Beyond and farm up the Tombstone as well. So nice bit of gold
dream.
going the way of the Meepo.
Yeah, the absolute dream. Oh, yeah, look at that. So Ollie, fills up the bottle, drops it on the ground, sends the courier to pick it up from Emo to pick it up. So no efficient moves from Emo, so he loses 0 XP in the mid lane to go get the rune and refill. Clever. Looks like they needed a bit of a warm-up, I guess, after that first game. As Ollie also walking in now and disrupting the stacks.
And whilst this is going on, there's Fly having a pretty chill safe lane.
Could see the... I mean, maybe Yuma can make that move he did last game, though, right? That is the one thing we do have to keep eyes on. If he does see an opportunity to go through that portal.
Beyond and Baboka trying to keep him low in this lane with the spam.
It's hard. They're trying their best to, but yeah. I saw him bring an early salve earlier that really helped out.
Dire are scanning.
It's also annoying. When you're playing versus Silencer, a lot of these 5 positions are just hard to get aggressive versus.
They're going to make the gun. It's going to be fine for now. A little bit too beefy for them to fully commit on.
Scary too, like he wants to drop Tombstone, but so many situations like he might just give up the gold because Meepo kills it so fast. Power Rune, Analog will get it. It's an Arcane Rune as well. Emo.
He's trying to dive in. Has to be careful now with Schofield showing around the mid.
Trying his best to get that extra damage onto the tower here, get some extra mana restore with the phase shift. I like how much Ollie's playing in this area, though. He keeps just walking into the triangle. He knows he's playing versus that or a shaker, so just keep messing with the stacking, kill the sentries, put down a new one. Whisper is swinging over, though, so they might
be in trouble this time. And with the sleep already used, no real way to protect himself. They'll take Ollie down.
Nice kill. The Schofield will be able to get that D ward.
And after that,
Beyond is low level.
I mean, this is the thing, so like those early levels he was bullying the Meepo a little bit, but now at this point, Yuma having no difficulties in the lane.
He is full level behind Baboka after that Shrine of Wisdom on the Undying, so he's going to need some time to be able to get that recovery going. He is going to queue up that Dominator. We got a lot of honest games of Dota, me and you know, but we are going back to a lot of Dominators now since there's natural builders. Analog, he'll throw the Echo. It's a very good Echo too, since he's got the Arcane Rune, so the efficiency is there. He's being set up for success on the Shaker. Emo did not get stacks last game. He did not get set up too much from his team. Lynch.
He's going to drop the Dream Coil. CP's coming in to help King Jungles out, but he's already gone.
Fissure.
Analog. Good Fissure to block off the 2 of them.
It's a nice Fissure.
Arena's down as well. It's going to be enough to trap the 2 supports. There's Ollie gone. Baboka, has he got any way out of this? He's going to try and scurry away. Fisher's going to be back up in a second again with this Arcane Rune still pumping. Zemo.
Emo will
try and help out. And that will be enough, yeah. So Baboka actually able to keep his distance and get away from Analog.
He's trying to hide, sneak, KJ. Oh, right around the tree. Fissure blind. Oh, split second.
Oh, it got him.
It got him. Literally as the TV was finishing. Yeah. I don't even know if they know it got him.
They don't think they did get him, but they did.
It looked like it finished. It was literally at the last possible frame, it looked like.
Well, he's stuck in out.
Okay.
Good luck to Baboka.
Well, he can scurry in 5 seconds and run, but interesting positioning. Emo will get a fair bit of damage onto this mid tower. He is continuing to poke there, and yeah, there he goes. Baboka scurrying out.
He's got to be careful if he walks past King Jungles.
Uh-oh, it is stack time, so...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Baboka.
No, King Jungles doesn't even care. He's like, you know what, whatever.
Priorities.
He's a very low, indeed, HP hoodwink that, you know, he could just chill here.
He's
I'm just going to focus on getting the stacks.
My Earthshaker will be very mad if I don't stack for him. Analog. Times the coil. We'll be able to break away from it. All in the meanwhile, Fly is being left completely alone. Top of the net worth.
I mean, Baboka's still sort of stuck. It's kind of like, I just really want to get back to my side of the map.
There we go. They do see him again, and they're like, oh, wow, he was still there.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Here you go, some tangos.
Denied.
Emo continuing it. He really wants to take out this tower. They have the ward behind it as well. Continuing to poke at the blink. It's done for Analog. Echo is at the ready as well. He might be able to back up, get it, and contest for this tower push that Emo keeps going for here.
And put the tower down to just under the half HP. And Fly getting all the space in the world. No
free
attention
farm.
is going down towards that bottom lane.
Rune. Yeah, haste bottom. Analog smoked up.
Whisper. It's going to go for the arena on Zarly.
It's an Echo Slam.
Nemo's jumping in, trying to fight back. Analog, look for the angle. There it is. Straight in with the Echo. The fish round onto the three of them. Beautiful jump from
Picture
Analog.
perfect.
A lovely little bait from Whisper. The Emo, honestly, he falls straight forward, jumping into the arena to try and help out at fight back against Whisper. And bam! Analog comes in, catches them all.
Couldn't ask for a better first Echo. Very reminiscent of the one that we saw from Malrine earlier, literally earlier series, right? In the exact same spot, landing on top of the core, getting a triple kill. So very early Blink Dagger. He was enabled nicely and a cool rotation. They brought everybody to make sure that they can defend that tower. Emo will persistently TP right back to the mid lane to go for it. Yeah.
Beautiful jump again.
It was perfect. And Emo jumping in is pretty aggressive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And here we go. And fantastic lay down of stuns to just keep that Emo puck completely covered and with no chance to jump out.
Oh, and he actually, I mean, this is very random, but he actually angled it in the right way that the bodies cleared the whole creep wave. The dead bodies just sluggered right through the whole wave in the mid lane.
Now back on with the push. They will manage to finish off that tier 1 tower.
And look at this, look at their dead bodies, look. Kills out the entire wave, even takes a good chunk of damage onto Beyond too. Very cool. I love Slugger. That's a big hit. Echo gonna be back up in 40 seconds again too. Global is at the ready now too for King Jungles. So for Emo, he has to be very careful how aggressive he goes in. This is not a game where he can just think that he's this immortal puck because he's playing versus the Global and so many different stuns.
Coil. Not gonna get anything with that one.
Oh, Analog salved up immediately and he'll be able to get the rune as well.
And TP's coming in on the top lane. They've got the catch.
Oh, Beyond.
Another kill for Yuma to get involved in.
Is that the defusal pretty much done? They do give him the last hit. Very close to being finished.
All three cores having a pretty good time here once again on Heroic.
It's just Fly having a good time right now. Yuma,
Drop the tombstone.
Global to cover.
Is it gonna be enough to allow Yuma
is that a
to
mana?
get out of here?
Oh.
It's not. Yuma will fall.
He was short mana of the poof, actually, before the tread swap.
Same time down bottom though, Fly gets jumped. So carry for carry.
They make their own move.
Is under attack.
They're gonna look to set up to defend this tower. How's the mana looking for Analog? Does have Echo at the ready. Doesn't look like he wants to go for it.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
But Boka's gonna turn up to the bottom defense.
They don't have anything to set up for this, so let's kill, just spam it out, collect that experience. Emo going for KJ.
The slap. He's in. Analog again, finding the lockdown onto Emo.
Oh, Emo going for a solo play. The raindrop actually keeps KJ alive, and the brain drain, it hits in. Gotta be careful making these moves. So much control, and the Shaker will echo you every single time. Yuma gonna start working on those stacks. Can we get a stack counter again too? I know we've actually had a lot from both sides, so just want to get a clear number. There we go. 15 though on the side of Heroic.
That's a lot.
That is pretty crazy.
Amplified damage rune for the next round of plays from Analog.
He's getting too many of these power runes. What is it? He had the amp damage, the illusion. Emo did get the haste before that, but yeah, it feels like he's gotten quite a bit of these big ones. The arcane earlier.
And with his items, this game's going to start getting a bit hard for Fly. He's really going to have to either avoid the fights or ensure that he's got full backup.
And Emo, another item, right, that he has to watch out for. I didn't point it out, but the Mars having the Yule Scepter too, another form of instant catch for the puck. This looks really tough for Emo.
Here I come.
And overall, Beyond having a bit of a rougher one than I think I've seen on a lot of the times on these 3-position Undyings. Usually they tend to be able to get and bully and get a bit of an advantage. He's going to be playing on the back foot a bit here. Use the Tombstone to farm those Ancients, the move. Heroic, considering.
It's a little tricky around the tower.
Yeah, with these two also, they don't really have the damage between the two of them to go for this. Analog though. Shard is coming out on the Courier. Soon level 12, amp damage, Echoes at the ready.
I could look, they've got a smoke up.
They sure do.
They do. There's the smoke play, so yeah. Amplified damage Echo. This is going to hit Yakutou pretty hard.
Look at the ward, the sneaky ward that Schofield has placed. It's scouting Emo.
Whisper's ready to come in with the
Scouting
wraparound.
Emo.
And there's the jump straight in with the Echo, opening up onto Emo every single time. Hook shot across. Fly's going to try and help out here. But that's Ollie dead.
Victory Feast heals Whisper.
Whisper's perfectly fine as they hold back Fly. Not quite at a point where Fly poses much threat at all in these fights.
And that's a really sneaky ward by Schofield. You do not see this one placed too often down on the south side, so it's going to be full duration, and it gets them that kill onto Emo again.
Dire structures are fortified.
I'm starting to feel a little bad for Emo.
Every time.
Every time.
Link
Boom.
Echo.
He's devastated.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And what can Yakutou sort of do to stop that? I feel like they've just got to have Ollie around with a sleep at the ready.
It's too hard, even. In some of them, there's going to be a global coverage as well, too, right? So it's just very difficult. He has to just be more careful with positioning, hiding in different locations, playing behind Fly, waiting for these moves. They're going to look to make a move, since they know that Echo is on cooldown. Same thing with the Mars ult. What can they connect onto here? They got to get Emo into the game a bit. Emo and Beyond, I mean, they're smoking both of these cores.
I mean, they should find one of these two, surely. Whisper, Schofield, who's going to get caught. Quick Yules there to put a stop to the efforts from Ollie.
And that's the catch. They're actually going to get out. Maybe Schofield gets caught.
They need something from this. Yet they didn't quite see him head south.
Places another deep ward.
They'll see. Yeah, they'll see him now. So it's something,
It's
but of
4
course,
heroes, though.
it's still not what they hoped for.
No. 4 heroes, and it's a Schofield. Tries to hook the Ancient Camp, but he actually is the one who blocked it himself, so sorry. Oh, cool build. And Whisper's gone for a Vlad's rather than going for the Blink. This is very interesting little
Yeah, I like that. I mean, they've got the jump from the Shaker, from Analog, and obviously the Vlad's feels super good for the Meepo.
Yeah, incredible for the Meepo in these fights. Like, he just needs to stand inside the arena. With Victory Feast, too, they could just get some crazy sustain from this. Yeah, neat. Analog, ready again. Now he has a Kaya as well. And a shield rune. He's getting all the runes.
Baboka. Whisper's got him.
Analog will take that. -1. Or +1. Ollie. They're gonna try for Whisper here.
Decent damage, but not quite enough. He's able to get the arena down. Surely they still get him. They will.
Can they chase for more?
Without the Dream Coil, it's hard to do so.
Yeah, not worth the risk.
Something. A core kill finally on the table for Yakutou in what's been quite a while.
They keep having to expend a lot, though, right? They're having to bring 3-4 heroes every single time. At least they do have Fly, like on the Medusa, so these moves aren't as bad when they have this super strong carry hero, but still expensive rotations.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Analog, Schofield, looking for their target.
Yeah, they're not afraid to go for a fight here, knowing that Dream Coil's on cooldown.
All right, Fly.
Fisher block. Into the lockdown. Cogs down as well as the global. They're bringing in Yuma for the damage. Fly, has he got any way out of this one? He does not.
No way. And
the
Emo,
slam comes in. Emo indeed taking a hell of a lot of damage there on the front lines. Has to jump back. Yuma's ready to chase.
Emo
He's on the run, but the Earthbind's going to grab him. He has got the orb back up, so at least he'll get out, but same cannot be said here. Likely for Baboka, as he'll get the bushwhack out to a couple of the Meepos, but he cannot run. He falls, fish it down onto Beyond. Heroic likely to get a fourth. Emo just watching from the side, cannot do anything to help turn this one around, as Beyond will slowly but surely be taken down. He's even going to offer up a tombstone, so just more gold
more money
for the Meepo to claim. Triple kill for Yuma. The tower to be theirs as well.
More money, more problems. Emo almost died instantly at the start of that fight. The Echo actually almost killed him as he was jumping in, I believe. Ends up surviving, but they get so much out of this again. Heroic, just great layering of spells. I think Fly still had Manta on cooldown.
It was still on cooldown for like a couple of seconds as he was dying.
Oh, so he couldn't get white. If he had Manta, he can Manta
Stone Gaze, but yeah, it was on cooldown.
So perfect timing again from Heroic to be able to set up that gank, and it's up to an 8k lead off of that, and it's around the Tormentor. Pretty dream situation for them to have, and more Brain Drain will come into play.
It's turning out to be another tough one here for Yakutou.
And Beyond's going to be a little careful how many more times he drops that tombstone after the fight's almost over, too. I'm not sure how many of you that have been killed, but this matchup looks rough. The Undying versus that Meepo. Did Whisper go for Blink now? He did. Okay. So after having the first two items, he will be able to get that. How's this Meepo doing? Super farmed. Insanely farmed at this point. Spurstor's about to be finished up. Fly?
Look at the opening.
Again.
Level Silence comes in. Scofer's got the hook shot upon him. Arena's down. They've got him trapped. Jump forward from Analog in with the Echo. One of the two of the Memo's going to try and jump forward to help out. But Fly losing his mana, caught by the silences, can't get the Stone Gaze off. He's dead. Analog able to survive with the Dream Core. Back off. Yuma pushing forward, cleans up the doubles. He takes down Baboka. King Jungles to finish off Ollie. And again, Yuma cleans up the Tombstone and ready to clean up the Undying as well. They just can't fight them, Fog.
They really... Oh, okay, Schofield will deliver himself for that one, but truly cannot fight. They can't even finish off Analog. He lives just with the sliver of his HP.
And which is what, another time where he was caught with the Manta.
He used it to farm.
-1.
-1. I mean, again, though, not having the Manta, can't use it, can't pop the Stone Gaze. There's a lot of chain stun anyway, but a couple of times now, I mean, Heroic, just one step ahead. Every single one of these fights, always getting the catches and just covering each other beautifully. As we see it here again.
And just straight in. No hesitation on going all in to try and burst through him.
And he just can't do anything. He's like, he gets globaled, and then the Arcane Curse kicks in, and the last word kicks in too. Yeah, Analog gets Lotused up there. I think he might have actually maybe survived, but it looked close either way. Another fight that goes beautiful for Heroic. And another Tombstone. Can we get a Tombstone counter? No Tombstone counters. I want to say it was 8 Tombstones or so. It's all good.
Hey, that's a lot. I don't know, 8?
You don't think so? He killed 3 in lane, or 2 in lane.
I'll give him 6.
Okay, 6, fine. We'll round down. I mean, look at his net worth, though. 16k net worth, level 18. Incredible amount of stacks, too. It truly is now just Fly versus the world, and it's... As we've seen, this Meepo is a very good answer for it.
It certainly is.
Yep.
It certainly is. Straight into the Roshan here for Heroic. It's been hit by the scan. Yakutou. Don't think they can come here in time.
Nope. Schofield again going the Aghanim build, too. Just living the dream. Yeah, look at that GPM. Extra 120 over it. Impressive stuff. Yeah, they're feeling very confident in this. I think KJ also got... How many kills was he in range of that last fight, too? Because I think he drained quite a bit of brain.
Yeah, definitely quite a bit. I think he was like... I'm going to say he was like...
He was at 10, I think.
Like low
less,
10s
right? Yeah.
before that fight. So yeah, up at 20 now on the brain drain.
And that stuff can definitely start to matter.
Smoke time from Heroic.
Every fight, everything's at the ready for them, it seems.
Now tipping out just in time from that top corner, Yakutou.
And, okay. Emo's gone for the full greed too. He went for Boots of Travel. So Blink bots with the Witchblade. He's all in to attempt to, I mean, go for a super late game, I guess, right? Just try to cut waves, buy time for Fly.
Are they coming out here with the smoke themselves?
All right.
Yakutou, who can they find?
This is an incredibly tough fight. They're playing versus Global and everything of Heroic.
And the Aegis. Jump up and Whisper. Global's going to come out. I think the Dreamcon didn't catch anything at all. Yuma moving in now towards Beyond. They'll wait out and sort of assess this situation for now, Heroic. With the Tombstone dropped.
Analog
do here. Ollie
is in a interesting spot.
It's caught by the cursor. That's Ollie dead.
There it
And able
is.
to jump forward. Indeed, they get the lockdown on Emo. Emo this time able to jump out. Spear holds back Fly for now during the Stone Gaze.
But he's stuck.
And Yuma's ready to move forward. Poofs in, closing the gap on towards the two of them. Big slams coming in here with a fish and a lockdown. Fly. Yuma's falling low. He loses the Aegis, but they get the team wipe. So they can lose that Aegis any time for that one.
Yep, and I actually see Yuma. He looks at the build. There's no Butterfly, not even on the horizon. He actually just takes the other talent. Doesn't even take the True Strike one. Doesn't need it for now anyway.
A tough one.
A
for
tough one.
Yakutou here today, having to feel the wrath of the Yuma Meepo 2 times in a row.
Yeah. Brutal. Truly brutal. Analog also, somehow in this fight, just found the perfect angle. He was just in the backlines while the fight was going on already, so gets that angle to find Emo. Fly gets trapped during his entire Stone Gaze. Beautiful game.
19k lead. And definitely making a pretty good case for the rest of their games in this, moving forward to the international right, the playoffs, if they do get this victory here. If you're playing against Heroic, you have to consider this Meepo.
You absolutely do.
They will not be afraid to bring it out on the main stage.
Honestly, I'm half joking about this, but not really. The Schofield clockwork. I don't know how he's doing stuff like this. Like, it's a lane that maybe shouldn't happen, right? And he's just able to make these weird moves. It just makes you play his game. It's very annoying. Obviously not like a first ban, but they do first pick it, so I don't know. Pretty crazy.
Beyond.
Ollie?
Oh, they found him.
They're also killing top. Ollie's just getting rocketed from afar. He just got rocketed.
Oh no.
He got rocketed. I need look at the damage number whenever the fight recap shows.
That's rough. I mean, Fly has to try and Stone Gaze to run. And they've got the control. He's out of mana, Fly. Caught in the arena. It's getting pretty painful now for Yakutou.
This one's totally over.
Mambo, omachiri, mambo.
They're gonna hang on into it. Their last life. Emo gonna try to cut waves. No one can fight though at this point.
Well, they know where he is as well.
They do. Schofield, he's on the case. I can't believe he actually did 1,000 damage in rockets to poor Ollie. That was painful to watch. He literally couldn't move. And he's scouting. Trying to sniff out Emo.
Yakutou.
Everywhere they go, there's a Meepo.
So we'll back out for now.
There's just a casual 28-minute refresher coming out for KJ now too. On the silencer as well, on top of everything else that has gone so horribly wrong for Yakutou. A double global on top of everything is going to be, nail in the coffin perhaps.
It's going to give more than enough time for Yuma to clean up the team fight.
Emo's going to be silenced for, what, like 15 seconds or something in the fight if he gets hit by a last word too. Maybe it's time to queue up the Yules. No, unacceptable.
Analog. Very close to Octarine.
They're just fully controlling the map. Still having, Roche still 2 minutes or so. Yuma about to have his item finished up. He's got the Bloodthorn about to be done. And Fly still not near, still not even having the Mjolnir done. He got slowed down so much. 0 and 5. Every time he shows up, it just hurts him.
Oh, there's the, platform. Crazy timings and in with the smoke. Heroic. Ready to make another jump.
It might be time to put the foot down.
Yakutou, are they going to be able to survive this jump?
Mambo.
Well, he
How
might
do
be
they?
he might be the one to tank this.
Mambo.
A full hex for Whisper. I don't know how you play. Yeah, you can't do anything. Like, anyone who steps out. Emo shows he's hexed, orchided, etc. All right, he does go for a defensive item. He'll go for the A on disc, so we'll have at least one way to perhaps survive versus the combo. You better be ready to assemble that very quickly, though, because you could die in an instant from the Echo.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pressure on all fronts.
Tier 2 gone.
Top tower has fallen.
This is, honestly, this is so impressive from Heroic. We do have to give them a pretty big shout out for today, right? This is probably and very likely going to be their 8th win in a row, right? That is pretty crazy because they started with 2 losses, right? If I'm not mistaken, on Heroic, and then they just came in and brought this back. This is super impressive to see.
Yeah, they're crushing.
And in their style too, right? Like picking their own heroes.
These pudges, these meepos.
Yeah, it's definitely really impressive, and it's something people are gonna have to keep an eye on. Emo. Uh-oh. Can he hide? Only just.
That was close down. I love being able to catch him out there.
They really can't. They can barely get outside, though. Fly steps out, farms 1 or 2 camps, and has to immediately run. There's just ward coverage everywhere. And I have, more credit. Like, there's some clever wards that I've seen from Heroic as well, from Schofield in particular this game. Another clever one on the super far south side that we saw. But what's the fight condition going to be, really, for Yakutou? It's got to be, like, wait for them to run in on high ground, right? And just hope that the Stone Gaze can do its thing. But I don't know. They don't have this damage now for this Meepo. Especially with the protection that he's got next to him. All right, Schofield has his whole Octarine again, just like last game. Living the dream. Here it comes.
Coming in.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And the push commences.
What do you do?
He gets speared.
Whisper with the jump. Yuma ready to
Sleep.
move in there. Sleep to buy some safety here for Beyond.
Whisper.
Control on a Whisper, but he's still able to get the arena out. Beyond will put the BKB.
Whisper.
Can he get out with this? He's
Very
going to have
low.
the blink up. He's
Oh
away.
my god, no way.
Yule's into blink. He's fine.
And he gets Lotused. He's back okay. That was almost their chance to bring him down. Yeah, just gotta hope for some type of massive high ground mistakes. That's really the only case that it is for Yakutou. And they have another global if they do want to use it to cover. And they're just farming. Sitting back, waiting. Maybe just wait for the Roche before you go for the high ground push. Play it extra
Yep.
safe.
Well, they're in no rush
Yep.
here.
Scanning.
And speaking of the Roche, it spawns very quickly.
They want to be super sure that they can close this game up and get to move forward to the international playoffs. They can take the way out of this game very safely.
There's no way for Yakutou to contest it anyway. So absolutely free Roche. Dies super fast. And the lanes are still actually in very good position too for Heroic. Top lane's pushing in a little bit, but KJ's in the area to clear that out. Could look to go for the siege and Emo. That ward we were talking about earlier. Schofield.
The fish, yeah.
Alright, he'll play out of it.
There they go. They just picked up.
Yeah, honestly, they don't have a rush. They honestly could just still look to finish even Yuma's Hex before they want to just fully push the issue forward too, because he is getting... how close is he actually to it? Okay, he switches it up. He's going to go Scotty maybe instead, so... Never mind, they'll probably just push pretty soon once they get these lanes in a better spot.
How close is Fly to the next big item? Still a
Very
while
far.
away from his own Scotty.
Yeah.
Full pipe now, as well ready to go for the high ground siege on Whisper.
That might be what allows them. That might be an extra thing to let them force it. Let's see. Smoked up.
Here we have it.
Play.
Heroic. Ready to put an end to this game, an end to this series, and to move on.
Whisper, ready to inch up with his team. If the smoke breaks,
There it is. Straight in. Gets the spear onto Beyond. Global silence to follow up. That's the Undying out for 50.
he's back. He does have the instant respawn at the
True.
least.
So if you can come in here with a second life very effectively, he's looking to Whisper.
For Whisper, he's safe with that new pipe. We'll be able to disengage. Still has the arena as well. Good old Ceaseless Dirge. You kill him, but not really.
We have that long window to go for that again.
They did pop the refresher there. So one global was used, but he popped the refresher in case an actual fight was going to kick off. So they won't have double for a very long time now, for about 2.5 minutes. But likely that he's going to have the Aghanim soon, too. That's also very annoying in this game on KJ, since he's just been able to sit on the side and farm.
Emo's trying to head out.
The rest of his team can't, though. Schofield is just popping that, overclocking, sending the rockets overhead, keeping the waves shoved in, but also scouting the movements from Yakutou.
Yakutou's coming out into the jungle. They're close towards them. Yuma and Whisper, they get the jump forward. This time Beyond won't have that second life to rely on, but he has the BKB.
Spear off the mark by a decent margin there.
Flyfly stepping up. They're thinking about trying to fight this.
All right. Earthshaker has Refresher.
Yuma still has this Aegis.
There is no globals at the moment.
They're looking at Yuma. I want to try and get him the once, but he's able to heal up and now
Emo.
ready to turn. They get the Hex. Not the Nightmare to give him some safety here, Emo, to break out of this. They also have to use the Stone Gaze, though, just to back away from the fight. Yakutou.
So every time Emo gets hit by a single stun, it's terrifying. He's probably ready to assemble that Aeon Disc at any moment.
Mambo, Omachiri, Mambo.
Yuma, amp damage bottom. And he is going to actually have the Scotty pretty much finished up for the push. KJ has the Aghanims almost done. Global back up in 40. They'll have double global back up in about 50 seconds. Case continues to be the same. This is Medusa. Next item. Scotty is finished up. Spread damage right now from Flyfly is good. It's just his individual, his single target damage is quite lackluster, which can also still be a problem when you're playing versus the Meepo, of course.
Indeed, outside of the base. Heroic ready to make that jump again.
Anybody who shows double global is 15 seconds away.
Radiant's top tower is under
This could be the
attack.
jump.
Yuma, ready to shot. Let's start the push. There's the spear back. They get the setup on a Flyfly. The global comes in as well. Analog jumps forward, dropping the combo down on a Flyfly. Can they get Flyfly back to safety? He's falling low. The Echo comes in. Nightmare to buy a bit of time
He's
for it,
gone.
but it's not enough to save him. Flyfly falls. Beyond gets the Soul Rip off just in time, but they're going to have to try and hold without their carry Medusa. As Heroic push on, take the bottom racks.
Too many ults, too much farm, too much coverage. They still have another global at the ready too. But a global, an echo, a catch there from Whisper, putting him into a dangerous spot. 55 seconds.
Omachiri, Mambo.
What do they do, Yakutou? No Medusa.
Emo.
Trying to slow things down. The Hex will catch him.
Scotty's Aghanim's finished. Gets caught by the fissure. Be okay.
Scotty now out on Yuma.
Here comes the push.
Fortification again. 25 seconds until Flyfly's in. Yuma, he's just straight on top of them.
He hit 25.
Under the tier 4s, takes down Beyond.
That poof cast time, what is it? Like zero stick, instant cast pretty much, right? 0.5 seconds. Immediately appears on top of them.
Mid-set's gone. Heroic.
Mambo, Mambo.
They can stick around for more if they want, or they can play it safe. Flyfly is back up in a few seconds.
They don't gotta play it safe, but they can if they want to. Believe more items being delivered in a second too. Refreshers are coming. Refreshers coming back up. Whisper has, I believe, Is that a refresher for him, too? Yep, about to be finished. He's got it done. My goodness. It's sub 40 minutes, and there's triple refresher on the side of Heroic already.
Yeah, they're pretty farmed.
You usually don't see that until like these 50 plus, but having this so early on is crazy. And wait, Schofield still has the dormant Curio.
Keep it again. Do it.
No, he's got the spell lamp. Get the Outworld staff with the spell lamp.
Players here.
He's thinking.
Do it, Schofield.
Dire are scanning.
Keep the dormant. Do it. He's gonna keep it.
No.
You never know. He doesn't want anything else.
They're not gonna. It's not gonna go another 20 minutes. So.
Yeah, but just so you look cool on the scoreboard.
That's cool. That's actually true, right?
End the
or
game
BM.
with the dormant.
It's a little BM.
Maybe he's going to try to. He's just going to leave it there, and if the game starts to go downhill, then he'll...
He's just keeping the GPM, right? He doesn't have G, so...
That's true, yeah.
He's just maximizing. Now he
there we
swaps
go.
it, and there you go. He took Brawny! Oh. Doesn't like that spell lamp, I guess.
Mambo, mambo.
Very sensible.
Well, 44k lead here.
44,000!
40 minutes in. As I said, you know, Heroic just being safe. They don't want to trip up here on the final hill towards the main stage of TI.
Emo. A on disc.
They really want him.
Can he get away?
Anything to catch him here? They don't.
That's one global. But they've got another. But Emo will at least survive. As Yuma celebrates. Over 1k per minute advantage here for Heroic. But Boko will smoke his team. They know that there's only one global available.
Scanning.
Fly.
44,000. How do they kill people?
Let's see Schofield. Whisper, he's in straight away though, gets the arena spear down onwards Flyfly. They have the tombstone to buy a little bit of safety here for the Medusa, but the Hex is there as soon as he comes out of it. Refreshers pop, Echoes drop down, that's beyond gone. And now with Flyfly surrounded, he's out of the game.
They can't touch anyone.
Buyback's not available here for the three of them. Jump forward from
GG.
Analog, picks up another. GG is called as Heroic take the series 2-0 to move on here.
Some of the more convincing games I think we've had at this tournament too. These two were nowhere near close at